Hi guys, Artiar here. So for today's video, we're going through who should you summon for the upcoming patch. So the current patch here, we have Hilda and Jinyu Yao, and then the upcoming patch, we're gonna have the new Esper and the other red up Esper as well. So we'll go through one by one. And for the current patch here, so Hilda and Jinyu Yao, should you actually summon for it? TLDR in a short form, no, don't summon for them. Jinyu Yao, not really worth it. And then for Hilda here, Hilda will only be good currently if you don't have Hilda, it will be good for your account for a poison Esper. If you already have Hilda, the value of Hilda isn't that high unless you have a sick R4 that you rely on, that you really need a poison, or poison will actually benefit your R4 6 echo stack. Then Hilda will be worth it to actually get higher reso for applying the poison to trigger more echo scar, or else don't summon for Hilda, because at one copy you can already use Hilda, and then you don't really need her reso. And then even at R6 Hilda in PvP, you're gonna require a R4 sick to actually make it happen, so it's not really worth it. So overall, TLDR, skip Hilda banner, and now let's take a look for the upcoming one. Alright, and for the upcoming banner here, we're gonna have Pinda, which is the new Esper. Pinda here, in my opinion, is a very strong Esper. I don't know how is he going to like fit into our current team at the moment, but just based on the kit, in my opinion, it's very interesting, and he has the potential to be in our meta team. Alright, but I'm not too sure at the moment. Alright, even though like sometimes the kit is good, doesn't mean that we have slot to fit him in, right? But based on what he is providing, PvP for sure he have his own position because of the HP increase from the passive, the damage sharing as well, and then your S3 here, it gives different benefit for different kind of role. Just based on this thing here, I will say in PvP, he have his own position already, which is going to be a very solid one. He have damage share, he can heal himself from the Divinate, and then if you have higher reso, at R6, it will also help you take 90% of the target's the captain leader slot damage by 90% is going to be very strong. And not to mention the R2 here instantly provide a harmonic control for your first teammate for 2 turns. Is going to be so good. So imagine you put Sui Zai as a leader slot, and Sui Zai counter every time counter attack will also do true damage, additional true damage, and then every damage Chu Yao gonna every damage then Sui Zai is gonna get, then Pinda will help you take 50% of it. If you are not R6, you're at R2. Right, so it will help you damage share. So let's say Moriyama want to one-shot your Sui Zai, and you put your Sui Zai at the first slot. So now Moriyama probably is not able to one-shot Sui Zai is because the HP is increased by 30%, and then 50% of the damage Pinda will help you absorb. So it might actually make Moriyama not able to one-shot. Might, okay, not for sure, might, because everything in test server here, everyone's equipment is not at the max potential. Probably when you go global with a max equipment potential, level 17 Moro can still one-shot you, who knows. We have to see the global performance, but at least for now, the skill kit is have the potential. So if you ask me, should you get Pinda, I will recommend you to get Pinda. R0 also works. R2 makes it a lot smoother because you instantly get harmonic control at the start, so you don't have to cast S3. Or else you need to cast S3 to apply the harmonic control. So I would say R2 is actually a good reso to go for to make stuff smoother. Then after R2 you doesn't really need it. Like R4 here is extra speed, it will help for min-maxing. Then R6 here is more about for PvP. So if you are a PvE player, you can only focus at R0 to R2 is totally fine. Then if you are a PvP player, I will say the R6 here looks very disgusting. 90% damage it will help you take, it will reduce half of the damage, and then he has self-heal from his Divinate as well. Seems a very solid PvP Esper. PvE probably until R2. Then next one, Zhou Hong. So I think the reason why Zhou Hong is actually at this banner is because of Maria. So like I mentioned, Maria kit have a lot of hypothermia debuff to the enemy, and very consistent because every time an action finish a turn, then they'll get hypothermia. And hypothermia debuff can actually get rid of the safeguard very safely. Like we can get rid of safeguard very fast, and then we might actually pair with a lot of debuff team and make Zhou Hong debuff not able to cleanse that easily. Because the reason why Zhou Hong is that bad when he released is because we have like Lu Shang Safeguard. We have like a lot of different kind of protection like Vigo Guard, all these things to block, debuff and control effect. But with Hypothermia from Maria, if we can get rid of Safeguard pretty fast, and if our team have Dispel, for example Chu Yao, we can actually get rid of the immunity and the Safeguard very fast, and we can apply Johong Overtime stack pretty easily. And Johong Overtime stack is reduced max HP by 6% up to 5 stack, which is 30% max HP reduction. So if you have Overtime stack, which is a total of 5 stack, and Hypothermia 5 stack, we can make it to 10 stack of debuff. And if you have Sui Zai as well, we can apply like debuff to up to 15. We can actually make the debuff a lot more annoying and the enemy can't cleanse it. Then Johong might actually be good. So if you ask me, should you get Johong? Still an answer, no. But we have to see like after the combo in global server, but at least for now it seems like we are able to do this kind of combo. But is it gonna work? Not sure. I'm gonna do this testing, but on paper it seems very interesting. If you are a Johong player that already R6 Johong, you can try him out as well with Maria if you're planning to summon for it. Maria and Johong seems to be a very interesting combo due to the consistent debuff. Alright, that's the reason why they usually put the Esper on the rate up, because they have a potential or the meaning into the current meta. Then the next one is about Ethan. Ethan here, if you have R0 already, you can think of getting R2 if you care about some speed run, or if you are playing a speed team in PvP, R2 will help. Other than R2, R4 and R6 doesn't matter, but R6 here will be also interesting due to Maria. So if you have R6 Ethan, whenever an enemy receives an AP boost, which is Maria is going to AP boost herself by 10%. Then if you have R6 Ethan, Ethan can help you steal or copy the AP boost effect, 50% of it. So every time Maria get AP push, your team from Ethan also get AP push by 5%. Because Maria AP push 10%, Ethan gonna steal 5%, so all your team AP push 5% and enemy Maria AP push by 10%. So this thing looks interesting as well. So if you want to counter Maria and Maria keep getting AP push, you can actually put Ethan in your team and also AP push your team. Looks something interesting, so that's the reason why they put Ethan at the rate up banner. Then after these two things, the next one we're gonna have TA and Lian as the rate up banner. So first thing about TA, as a speed leader for TA, it's still going to be good in the PvP scene and also PvE, but in the late end game, if we're talking about late end game, TA will slightly fall off, get replaced by Chu Yao. But if you want to use TA, it's still going to be good in knockout and also triple threat. Okay, then but basically that's it. But TA here have a dispel as well, which is good. Okay, then overall, then the next one is going to be Lian. So Lian here, if you still don't have a R6 Lian, and if you actually care about PvP, you can consider to get Lian to R6 if you have the Wishstone and you like a kit. Until now, ever since Lian released until now, her kit have been always in the meta scene. Alright, until now there's so many Esper release, Lian is still one of the best. All because of the R6, the bubble, dream bubble instantly pop, and everyone miss rate increase. This is so unique, the miss rate might actually fucked up some of your team comp because of the miss rate, and then also healing passively. That's the reason why Lian until now is still at the meta scenes, because if you want a consistent passive healer, there's only a few for you to pick. Lian is one of the best. Okay, and also revive in the kit as well. It's still one of the meta, so if you don't have R6 Lian, it's still definitely worth to actually get for her if you have the Wishstone. Then the last week will be Fumisuki and Mavis. So I have no idea why Fumisuki is on the banner. Okay, probably unless you're gonna tell me Fumisuki can counter the Shima Esper. Okay, like every time the Shima Esper take action, if Fumisuki can trigger her passive and trigger the S1, it might be interesting, but I don't really think so. But this have to be tested in the global server, because in test server I can't find the enemy with Maria or can't find the enemy with Fumisuki, so I can't really test this thing. So if Fumisuki can actually trigger that, it might be interesting, because Fumisuki S1 here can apply buff blocker, Fumisuki can apply disease, Fumisuki can apply stun, and also here Fumisuki can increase the ability cooldown. If Maria every time the passive heal can trigger Fumitsuki, then it might actually be a good choice to fight Maria team. But I'm not too sure about that, because since Maria won't trigger the Bomo counter attack, so I don't think it will trigger the Fumitsuki passive. Then the next one is Mavis. So Mavis here, to be honest, just skip, because you don't really need her that much as long as you have one copy. But I do see some comment that is actually pretty interesting, is they are thinking of putting Mavis at the leader slot, and we have Pindar at the team. Then because Mavis have a ego AI, right? Every AI will try to kill the Mavis ASAP. So if we put Mavis at the captain leader slot, and we have Pindar in the team, Pindar increase everyone's HP, and then Pindar will take damage for Mavis as well, because Mavis is at the captain leader slot. And if Pindar is actually at R6, it will help Mavis take 90% of Mavis damage. So what if we can actually make a Mavis plus Archibald plus Pindar team, and then beside that we can put like some passive damage dealer like Iki, for example. It might look disgusting if it's working as what we thought, because AI have the highest aggro against Mavis. They'll try to kill Mavis as soon as possible. So what if they put Mavis at captain leader slot and Pindar in the teammate, right? So it might actually work. But if you're talking about should you summon for Mavis Rezo, I don't really think so, because a Mavis Rezo here doesn't bring too much of a value overall, so you can just ditch for her banner. Okay, so overall from the current banner itself, I will say the highest priority for you to spend your Wishstone is either Lien or Pindar. Will have the highest priority among everyone here, because the other Esper here, their banner looks pretty good as well because of the current Maria and Pindar potential or combo. But if you want a solid choice, I would say Lien and Pindar will not go wrong based on their content. Like Lien here PvP for sure won't go wrong, Pindar here PvP I think won't go wrong, and for PvE he seems to have the potential for it. But if you're unsure, you can probably hold your Wishstone for now, since Pindar will last for the whole patch. Probably we will see some new showcase from the other player and also from my video as well. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is GenMP, SPVCEJVMQ, Trendcan, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwalks, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, Cragran, Calamity, Rokos Tendions, Jordan Alons. Special thanks for your support. And also special thanks for the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ, RY, and X, Reeds. Thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wardeners, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.